Let's go. Game of the week. 0-4, Florida State Seminoles. Got to go into their house and spank them up. Sorry I had to make you 0-5, buddies. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Let's keep it going.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Seminoles offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Noles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him all week long.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Quick spin on the run. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now this offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The RPO, it's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They want to run it left here. And some room to work. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lost a throw on first down. Setting up the screen. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Makes the grab on the left. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short. But what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. And into the end zone for a touchdown. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. So, first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Reads it, fires complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver was going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw again. Unleashes to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets gets the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River rivalry. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The Knowles will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. To play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here we go. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. And he's got a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this...
Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown.
Not even in the front. That was low-key fire.
That
boy shook me on my shoes.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Back to pass on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Scrambling away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target to the left. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And that's another dub. Let's go. Career record broken. Jerry Spalding has set the St. Augustine career sacks record. Check out the record screen for more details. Let's go, dude. Happy he came back for his senior year. Another rivalry matchup. Boston College. Let's go. No love lost. Rivals St. Augustine and Boston College prepare for a battle in Chestnut Hill. I'm going to get my recruiting done. Check some stats. And that's going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button and the subscribe. And comment while you're at it too. And tell me what you'd like to see next. I appreciate y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. But it has not been real fun. Peace out, YouTube.